A ship that officially ended more than a year ago has just made an unexpected, and very public, comeback. Since July 16th, a set of PerthChimon posters have been spotted lining the elevators inside the GMM Grammy headquarters building in Bangkok. Not approved by the actors, not endorsed by their agency, just there. The posters are part of a so-called third anniversary fan project, organized by fans who still support the ship, even though it's been long over. Meanwhile, Perth is now in a new CP with Santa, and their first joint fancon already took place earlier this month on July 19th and 20th. So why are fans doing this? When does fan love cross the line and start to look like emotional sabotage? Parasocial love is when fans develop a one-sided emotional bond with a public figure, someone they feel deeply connected to, even though the relationship is entirely imagined. This can start off harmless, but in entertainment cultures built on illusion, like the BL industry, it can get messy fast. In Thai BL especially, couple branding, fan service, matching outfits, and curated off-screen chemistry are all part of the business model. Fans aren't just sold a story, they're sold a romance, one they're invited to participate in. But when that fantasy ends, some fans don't know how to let go. And that's when parasocial love becomes something else. Entitlement, control, and sometimes cruelty. Here's what happened. On July 16th, fans entering the GMM Grammy building noticed a set of elevator posters celebrating the third anniversary of the PerthChimon pairing, a CP that had officially ended more than a year earlier, on June 27, 2024. The campaign is scheduled to run until July 31st. So far, there's been no confirmation that it's been taken down early. The project was organized by a group of Chinese fans on Weibo and framed as a nostalgic CP celebration. But the ship had already ended, and Perth had moved on publicly, now paired with Santa. So how did the posters get approved? Through a loophole. One fan submitted a poster featuring Perth. Another submitted one for Chimon. Separately, they passed review. But when displayed together, they created a deliberate illusion, a reunion that neither actor agreed to, staged inside their own workplace. Not surprisingly, this didn't go unnoticed, and the backlash came quickly. Reddit, X, and TikTok lit up with fan reactions, and most of them weren't pretty. "I feel bad for all three of them," one fan wrote. "They didn't ask for this, and seeing those posters can't bring them joy." Others focused on Santa, who many believe has been especially vulnerable to comparison. "He smiled and walked away," one user said, "but you know it probably stung." Perth Santa's first fancon took place just days before the posters went up, July 19th and 20th. What was meant to be a celebration of the new pairing got clouded by a ghost from the past. And then there's Chimon, who, after struggling with his mental health, stepped away from CP work entirely. One comment put it bluntly: "These fans would rather he suffered in silence just to see him kiss Perth again. That's not support. That's emotional coercion." Even Perth, who tweeted a thoughtful farewell to the CP back in June 2024, now has to walk past a poster pretending it never ended. This isn't just romantic nostalgia. It's something else. It's a refusal to let go. A parasocial fantasy being kept alive through money, manipulation, and public performance. It's not about remembering a ship fondly. It's about controlling how the story continues, even when the people involved have moved on. And that's the danger. Parasocial love turning into emotional sabotage. This incident was driven by a group of Chinese fans, specifically PerthChimon stans active on Weibo. In China, CP fan culture can be highly organized and financially powerful. Billboard campaigns, LED truck ads, chart voting, it's all part of the ecosystem. But that power can become a weapon. In this case, it was used to override reality. Meanwhile, international and Thai fans largely expressed support for the new pairing, and frustration toward the poster stunt. Most saw it for what it was: intrusive, unnecessary, and uncomfortable. Yes, fans crossed a line here. But let's not pretend they built this illusion alone. Agencies and producers built it with them, and profited from it. CP branding, suggestive interviews, matching schedules, even ship logos. Fans were emotionally invested because the system told them to be. So when the pairing ends, and there's no emotional off-ramp, some fans just stay. They keep investing in the fantasy. They bring it back to life in elevator posters. And they call it love. But what kind of love ignores the reality of the people involved? PerthChimon and Santa are no longer part of the same story. Chimon has stepped away from couple work. Perth and Santa are building something new. All three deserve the space to grow, without having to relive someone else's fantasy. So here's the question. If your love for a pairing ignores everything the people in it are asking for, is it still love? Or is it just projection? This has been Parasocial Love, a GPkP series about when fans get too close. I hope this pause in the chaos made you think, even just a little. Until next time, this is GPkP.